CBL.
Yes.
In the howl.
Cannonballing life.
Yeah, we just had an anniversary. We had a Cannonball day.
And we did.
It's now actually, I sent that in. That's a national holiday.
Sure.
It is. Yeah.
It's the day after Hot Dog Day.
It's the day after hot dog. So people eat.
National Hot Dog Day.
On July 4th, they eat a bunch of hot dogs, Joey Chestnut. And then on August 9th, now they cannonball into a pool.
That's right.
Or any other water source.
And for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, we talked about on the anniversary, I'm going to go swimming.
Yeah.
We're going to have hot dogs, no jumping, walking into the pool. And did we do any of that?
No, where's that womp womp?
Where is it? No, it's not womp womp. Because it just worked out where, I spent the weekend with LaShawn in Collierville. She lives out in Collierville now. So
we're going to talk about that story, how you told me that, but I didn't know that.
That's right. That's right.
You share Collierville, and I'm like, that doesn't even exist.
A little post-surgery fog, we'll say.
Drugs are good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very special person in my life. Her birthday is tomorrow. We'll talk about her.
Good times.
Got some band stuff. Some health updates. So how are you feeling, sir? We'll get more into it, but how are you feeling?
Well, I mean, the bottom line is this. You saw me walking today. You honked. At first, I was thinking, the girls are back. So it's like, there's a whistle coming. And then it was you.
None of this.
I was like, look at that.
Did not hear that.
Yeah, boy. Listen. Oh, no, that's just Derrick.
There was one time I remember seeing you walking up Mackinvale, and I honk, and you kind of, your head sort of moved in the direction of the street, but you just kind of waved. You're like, yeah, whatever, and you just kept moving. Like you didn't even I
didn't see
pay attention who it was.
So, probably just my neck was stiff. That's how I'm old.
Thank you.
I was trying to not die.
And you were running.
Yeah.
Today you were walking.
Well, that's all I got. Yeah. I was full tilt.
You got your 2 miles in.
I got my 2. Another day.
So that walk that you do on Mackinville, is it measured? Do you know?
Yes.
So you start at?
I use metrics.
Oh, so by the way, I'm going down Mackinville. Technically, heading north on Mackinville. I look to my right just to have what I do is I peek into where Manny's school is, Big Note Music Lessons.
Yeah.
I always peek in to see if he's at the school because I can see his van. So I did that this morning, and I'm like, that looks like Coach's truck.
It was.
And then I did the math real quick. Yes. I was like, oh, yeah, he's probably walking.
Well, PTing. My PT's at that place, Athletico.
Oh, so you probably – because when I was heading north, I did not see you.
I was PTing.
I circled, did some errands, and as I was coming south.
PT is different than PP, but I was PTing.
We're going to be talking about PPing.
Yeah,
as well.
Boy, here we go. Now we're doing it. Yes.
Let's
go. Hey, yes, sir.
Executive decision.
Yes, sir. Do it.
You got to start after you say, we're going to be talking about PPing too.
PP, yes. But,
welcome to the show.
How's it going?
You wore the shirt last week, so I'm like, I'm wearing the shirt this week, and then you still wore yours. So now here we are again.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
And the same backdrop. So this episode could look modern or it could look 2 months old.
Oh, you never know. We're a mystery.
It could look the same.
So. But you know what? It's always going to look like SRPstudios.LLC.com. And over there is where you can do podcast.
Yes, here, right? You can have this beautiful studio for your podcast. We got some good people in here doing some cool, fun, heartfelt, community-minded, community-based type of podcasting. And that's what we do here. And also a part of that community is my good friend here, Coach Camp, who will motivate you to run through a brick wall.
Let's go, boy! What's it gonna do?
At motivatewithcoachcamp.com.
Come on,
look at those muscles. You're looking swole.
Almost 6 months in.
You're looking swole.
Almost 6 months hitting that gym. Yeah, you know what else I like to do? I like to talk to people out there. The question is, do you like to talk to us?
Yes, we hope
There's a way you can do it.
Yes.
How can they do it? CannonballingLife@gmail. Wind it up. .com. Blow that thing up, baby! Yeah! Alicia loves it when I do that.
You're in such a positive mood.
Well, it's because it's so hot outside.
It's so hot, but you're on the other side of the surgery.
Yeah.
You're feeling better.
I am.
It's amazing.
It's good times.
If you want to feel better online.
Yes.
Dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Online, internet.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there is a place called Positive Voices.
Positive Voices. You go over here.
Link of that Facebook group in the description. And as always, you can Venmo, some donations.
Cash money.
Motivate with Coach Camp.
Cash money.
At Motivate with Coach Camp on Venmo.
Double ching ching. I like it.
Double ching ching.
You did it. That's a triple ching ching. Thought you were going for another ching.
What are you talking about? PTing, PPing, double ching chinging?
All that stuff right there. I'm about to write a rap song. Be careful.
We talking.
You're the only you need I need to talk to.
So yes, we are first week after the Cannonball anniversary. So a full 365-day period has passed.
The sun
12 full
has
months.
The earth is went
Yes.
all the way around the sun.
Yes, since the infamous jump, and wow,
Yeah.
and here we are. So yeah, we didn't do the day like we wanted to.
Yeah.
But it didn't sound like you were too bummed about it.
Well, I couldn't get in the water either.
Well, so that's right.
I mean, I couldn't get in the water.
But then now, perfect opportunity here to talk about post-surgery fog.
Yeah.
Because I reach out to Coach the day of your surgery, later in the day, I believe.
Yeah. Say how I'm doing.
See how you're doing.
Yeah. You laugh.
And I'm going to let you explain.
Yeah.
We're going to circle back to, but you had some roadside issues.
We did.
But I could tell as I was talking to Coach, he sounded loopy.
I mean, you drunk? What?
He sounded a little loopy.
You leaving the club? What you
now
doing?
I'm used to getting Ambien texts.
Yeah, this was way too early in the day for Ambien.
But this is different. Now I'm actually speaking to
said mumbler.
Hi, Coach Camp.
Let me tell you something, boy.
High on that Percocet.
You know, whatever, you don't do drugs. Well, no, I hadn't had anything yet. I was fresh out of surgery. When you don't do drugs, your body doesn't have any tolerance level.
Yeah.
So whatever the crap it is, which part of that's propofol. By the way, I did the thing again.
Okay.
I said, I want to try to count to 100.
How far did you get?
They said 28.
That's amazing.
So I didn't get that far.
That's amazing.
Last time I got the 60s.
That's totally far.
I felt like I could have went further.
I'd barely make 5 seconds. So anyways, in this conversation with you, Coach, I mentioned, hey, I'm gonna be in Collierville on Sunday.
Yeah.
We can, scrap the hot dog and you're like, yeah, man, cool. And I was like, I know he can listen. I think he heard me, but boy, he's certainly joyful right now.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't know what you said.
And what you're exactly. So fast forward to Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm in Collierville, and I get a text from you. Hey, man, let me know what's going on. I'm going to pick up some hot dogs and french fries. I was like, wait a minute. Whoa, hold on.
It was, and then when you said that, actually you telling me we had that conversation, then my memory came clear, and I'm like, oh, I did talk to him. I just didn't remember you telling me about carb. I remember talking to you at that point, though.
Yeah. Instead of texting you back, it was one of those deals where, like, I need to call.
Yeah.
Let's explain what's going on, because I know what I heard. I know the conversation we had.
Yeah.
So we got on the phone and I told you, and you're like, "Oh, okay, cool." Now that you say that, I remember you saying something.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I'm realizing as we're talking, if I were like this, you never know. If I worked for the United States government and I was like a secret spy agent for the United States, and the enemies caught me,
maybe you are.
All they got to do is give me some meds. Apparently, I'm going to tell them everything they need to know. Like the secret bunkers over here. And we got all of our ammunition in here. You want to go over there to that? They'd be like,
it's your truth serum.
Man, bro. Hello. It is one of those moments where I realize whenever I'm doped, I don't know what I'm so doped, being obviously post-surgery or Ambien.
No one needs to waterboard you, is what you're saying.
No, just give me some Ambien
and let that be known now, because God, that would be awful if they waterboard you.
All I got to do is give me a pill, apparently. And that's good.
Move right past the waterboard.
We're good to get called at that point. So, anyways.
So, surgery, how'd it go?
All right, let me tell you. So, this is a dual story. Do you mind if I take a few seconds on this? Yeah. It's a double story.
Yeah.
All right. First of all, so the morning of, this, you've been through a lot of surgery lately. You've been through a lot of tests lately. And when you got to do your preps, you got to go without eating.
Yep.
You've done a lot of that lately.
Yes, I have.
So I will tell you, people talk about this. This is the thing people talk about. They talk about, I'm going to fast. I'm going to fast. This fasting's healthy. It helps you make you think stuff and you can do better. And this is the voice I hear when people start talking about fasting. It's like, I'm just going to fast and make my body healthy. And I'm like, so for the morning of, I can't eat. All right. And so the surgery, well, I was told to be there at 10:45. All right. Well, we didn't even get back until after 1.
Back meaning in the back.
Back in the back and everything get going to do anything. So like we were there for a long time, almost 3 hours. Now I'm not dogging because he was in surgery.
Okay. Now before you get to the back room, you're just in the standard lobby?
Yeah. In the lobby with the grandmas.
So how long were you in the lobby?
Over 2 hours.
Oh.
Yeah. He was already in a surgery and who knows what all was going on. So, couldn't obviously just be like, well, my next one's here. So if somebody can take this, I get it. You're a surgeon.
So this is a surgery center.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. They just turn them out like puppy mill. Slice.
Well, I've experienced like 2 surgeries at hospitals.
Yeah. You're doing something different.
Certainly with this latest one, the prostatectomy, when we showed up, they told us super early, surgery was at 1. Be there by 10, something like that. We walk in at 9:30. They're taking us right back to a bed. Here's your gown. They start sticking me, setting me up for my IV, bam.
Yeah.
And then I waited a few hours, but at least I was in the back, in a bed.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, and when you had your leg done, that was a long process. Mm-hmm. And you couldn't eat leading up to that, could you?
Nope.
Yeah. So what I'm about to tell you shows you how weak I really am. Mm-hmm. People would say, oh, Coach Camp, he's pretty tough. He's done marathons. He does what you talk about. No, really, when it comes to eating, I am not. I'm a weenie. We've talked about my first world problems.
Same here.
And how, I need some air conditioning if it's hot. Mm-hmm. I'm going to need food if I'm hungry. Mm-hmm. Well, I had to, obviously I was fasting and going, and now we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting. And I start realizing the people that say fasting is so good, y'all crazy. That's what look at me. Y'all crazy. Cause they talk about, I'm centered and I'm thinking, all I can think about was I'm hungry. That's all I can think about, Derek. I'm like, I want a hamburger. I actually at one point was like, if this is going to be a while, we can just wait till another day because I'm going to go get me something to eat.
You could just walk down the hallway to the snack machine, get you a bag of peanuts. Just right there.
It's right there.
It's right there.
It's so close to me. The food is
I don't know if this surgery center has that.
They did have a vending machine in the waiting room. So they did have that. But it's like, so I was, so I'm a weenie. Yes, I was hungry. I was so hungry. My stomach growling and it made me feel anxious. And I'm like, oh, God, how long is this going to be? And not knowing how long it was going to take. So anyways.
What's funny, ironically, they have a snack machine in a waiting room where the majority of the people sitting in there aren't allowed to eat.
Well, if you got to have somebody. So 50%.
That person.
50%.
Good point.
Yeah. Because that was the other thing, too. If you didn't have a person sitting in there, they weren't going to let you go have surgery.
That's true. The person that drove you is rewarded.
Yes.
With the option.
No, they can be.
To get some peanut butter
Well,
cups.
And my mom's that typical grandma with all kind of goodies in her purse. She doesn't carry a regular purse. She carries a suitcase purse.
No goodies for you.
And she just reaching in. She was like, got some peanuts, got cereal bars. And just
that's like back in the day when my mother used to take me and my cousins to the movies. All of a sudden, she had the biggest beach bag for a purse.
Yeah.
And boy, she'd break out sandwiches and bags of popcorn, cans of soda. Would be like...
That's where you gotta do that face. Oh, did you hear that?
Exactly. Never got caught. Never got in trouble.
Well, so, all right, we'll quit beating up on the fact that I'm a weenie. We know I'm a weenie. All right, so I was hungry. They finally get me back. Everything gets going. Now, here's the cool part. So sometimes I feel like a few people know me. I feel that way. The curtain comes flying open, and this woman comes in, and she goes, Chris Camp. And I say, well, hey, how you doing? And she's like, you remember me?
Were you clothed?
Well, mostly.
Okay.
I had a gown. I had it on the wrong way. Sorry about that. And she comes in and she's like, you remember me? My name's Janet. I say, how would I know? She was Methodist University. Used to be the pride of South Memphis. And it's true. When I would transport patients in the ambulance, for instance, if I was calling Hospital number 3, I'd be like, Hospital 3, Unit 17, Pride of South Memphis. We are bringing you a blah, 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 blah. And so Pride of South Memphis was my call sign. And that was the first thing she said. When she saw my name, she's like, that's the Pride of South Memphis.
Oh, my.
She was a nurse at the hospital back in the day. And she remembered the Pride of South Memphis call.
And that goes to show you how often you had to call them.
Oh, all the time, every day. I was at work all the time. Yeah, multiple times in a day.
Yeah.
But I was just like, man, I'm so glad that the Pride of South Memphis hasn't died.
You are the pride of South, and that was yours specifically.
Yes,
just you or the ambulance?
Up with it. No, that was me. I came up with that.
The Pride of South Memphis.
Yeah, I just decided one day I'm calling it in, and I'm like, I need a call sign. I started thinking about you got like Old Smoky. Hey, Ranger, double agent, what are you doing? You know, it's whatever. You get the truckers have to call. I was like, I need to call sound my ambulance.
You're the pride of SRP now.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm the apple of
the pride of Hernando.
I love it. Yeah, this is going.
The pride of a lake in Arkansas.
Oh, maybe eventually.
What area that is?
That's Greers Ferry.
The pride of Greers Ferry, Arkansas.
Yeah, I'm gonna get me a little boat captain hat, even though I'm not gonna have a boat. I'm still gonna have the hat. That. So, anyways, she comes in, we talk, does her thing. All right, now here's the deal. Go to the back, get the surgery. Right. So I'm like going to do a countdown to 100. That's what I told him. She says, go.
Did you see the milky substance?
They were behind me. And so anyways, pass out. I wake up. Surgery's done. Weird. Like that surgery only took like 2 seconds.
Do you know how long it really took?
They said a little over an hour. I disagree. I said like 2 seconds.
That's not long at all though.
So then do the recovery thing and we get in the car and now I'm like, okay, so now I just need to figure out how long it's going to take for me to, am I going to be able to walk tomorrow? You know, I don't know yet. We start heading down the road.
Yeah.
And I'm like.
And you're foggy.
I'm foggy, but I'm cognizant of some stuff.
We're getting close to when Derrick calls them.
And all these things happen. And so I'm like, all right, I feel pretty good, but I'm hungry. So I said, can we mitigate this problem? Because I've been dealing with this for a while. At this point, it's like 4:00 in the afternoon. Because, you know, you go to surgery, then you recover, right? So we go to Chick-fil-A, God's Chicken. First thing I'm going to tell you, if you're trying to recover from something that's, you know, traumatic, God's Chicken is one of the ways. I mean, I think actually they wrote that on the prescription. Go get some God's Chicken. I took that. I was like, all right, I'm going to Chick-fil-A. So I get some Chick-fil-A.
And if you like pimento cheese,
they have that now.
You got to have their sandwich. Their honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Whoa.
As the kids say, fire.
Delish.
Fire. So we get the chicken and we get back on the interstate. Now, actually, let me back it up just a little. We're getting off the interstate to go to the Chick-fil-A. That's actually what happened. So because again, foggy, going through some memory. All of a sudden, my mother-in-law, which is driving, and she drives really fast, even though she's 74. It's hammer down. Let's go. She's like Smokey and the Bandit, and she's weaving some cars, and then she comes over in this lane, and there's this massive plastic, looks like part of a fender type thing in the middle of the road, and just right over the top. She centers it up. She hits the center post on this mug, like lays it out. And then you hear
the worst sound and feeling
underneath the car.
You can feel. Oh, okay.
This is under the car. Like it's hung for a minute.
Right. Yeah,
parts of it are hung. And so I'm like, I don't know what you're going to do. And she's like, what to do? I said, all right, here's what we're going to do. Chick-fil-A. Keep going. So then she gets off interstate. We get Chick-fil-A. Then as we start to get on, all of a sudden she's like, oh, that's weird. And you hear, and she's like, oh, I think I got
after Chick-fil-A?
After Chick-fil-A. So I have my food. So now I'm good. So we pull off the I-55. We're on the side of the interstate. Now, my first thought is y'all sit still for a minute. Let me finish my chick. This is delicious.
On the side of the highway.
Yeah, because I'm hungry. and I'm eating. And so like, all right. And then my mother-in-law, she's like, I gotta fix it. She ain't but like 4'1". And so she gets out and I'm just like, God, am I going to sit here and watch this old woman try to change a flat tire on the side of the interstate? No, I can't do that. I can't do that. Even though I just had surgery minutes ago.
And it's just you two.
Well, and my mom. She went too. But she's not. That's not a helper.
That's not an option either.
That's another one. That's not another one.
Where's Fly Swatter lady?
She's at work.
Oh, okay.
She's at work. So I get out of the car. And of course, my mom's yelling at me, girl, you ain't doing that, girl. That's how she talks. Girl, you can't get out of the car.
Does she watch this show? Probably not.
Yes, she had in the past. I don't know. She does. She's like, oh, that sounds just like me. And so I can't get on my knees. So mother-in-law gets in there and she starts doing the thing. Now, looking back on it, I realized why I was out of it. And so I get out and she's jacked the car up some. Now, we're not picking on her because she's old and it's hard for her to get down.
Has she ever done this before?
Probably when she was younger. I doubt it in her. I don't think she's had the senior moments. Yeah. So she's trying to project this. So I started to take the tire off. And the jack collapsed, and my hand gets pinned between the tire and the wheel well. And so I'm like, I think I'm dead.
The jack
collapsed.
Oh, my God.
She had it in her bad spot.
That could have been so much worse, though.
It could have killed me. So
at least cut your hand off.
So then I'm like wiggling, and I pull it out. And I'm like, I think that thing could be broken. So I took a picture of it. That's what you do, so I could put it on social media.
So was the wheel off?
I was getting it off. It was still on the thing, actually. So the wheel, and the wheel well was what had me pinned for a minute.
Oh,
but
God.
Got lucky, right? So now I'm like, I'm glad I'm still pretty high. So I really don't feel it that bad. And so then I'm like, just get in the car. So then I get in the car. I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, Chris Camp, wake up. What would you do if you were you? If I was myself, how would I tell myself what to do? Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, call the police. So I called in a favor.
I am stuck.
I called in a favor. I was like, you see an officer out here to change a tire. And then I told him, I'm like, I just had knee surgery a few minutes ago, and I got 2 old women with me. What are we going to do?
I can't change this wheel.
And then dude showed up. He changed the tire. Now we're good. So we got the donut on. All right, now,
cool.
Now we're back on the interstate. This is where it starts to get a little bit more interesting. So
good on the cop.
Good on the cop. Oh,
Love it.
actually, just so you know, I took a picture of the cop.
Good.
Got his name. Sent it to Mayor Musselwhite and said, hey, can you commend this guy because he really helped us out.
So this was a South Haven. Okay, great. Because Memphis police,
yeah, maybe not.
When you have an accident on the highway, it takes them 90 minutes to get there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyways, Mayor said he's going to recognize this guy. I said, thank you. He deserves it.
I hope that this police officer has the right kind of blinds in his windows.
Oh, well, that's another story. He may not even live in South Haven. He might be like, screw it. I'm moving to Hernando.
If he does, he's got some great looking windows.
Well, probably so. And judging by how he changed that tire, he knows what he's doing. So we're heading down the road, and now I look over, and this is another moment of lucidity where I wake up a little bit. I look over, my mother-in-law is now bussing it at 80 miles an hour on a donut. Yeah. I'm like, girl, what are we doing?
This is
not right. What do you just? I feel like we're in like pole position. Stop. Pull off.
Was it a front wheel or back?
Front wheel.
Oh, even worse.
Front wheel donut doing 80. I said, get off of the interstate. So she gets off. Now we're on 51. We're cruising up 51, and we get right to the square, and there's this one pothole right on the side of the road, and somehow she didn't hit a corner of it. She went straight over the center of that mug. Wham! Knocked me up in there. I'm like, you got it. I don't know how many points you got, but you got all of it, girl. Immediately, the rim is bent in like a V. The tire is exploded.
Is it the spare again?
This is the donut.
So the same wheel.
She really hates that side of her car. Hates it.
So the front passenger side.
You're getting abused. You're just getting abused.
And then, of course, now you have no spare.
We have no more spares. And we're in the square, which is about 2.5 miles from the house.
Can you spare a spare?
That's a Seinfeld reference. So I'm like, well, what are we going to do? She's like, I don't care. I'm going home. And now you said all the way to the house, but we got home.
No.
Yes.
To your house?
Yes.
From the square?
From the square. Couldn't spare a square.
You went all the way down Robinson Gen.
Yes.
On a flat tire. On a flat donut.
On a flat, bent rim donut.
Oh, my God.
She wasn't stopping again.
What? For those that don't know the context of that, that is several country miles.
It's country miles. That is a fact.
Country roads, 2-lane roads that a truck's going to be doing 55 down all of a sudden. Did you at least have your hazards on? Because
no, she didn't even do that.
You're going slower than a tractor would.
She didn't have her hazard. Well, not really. We were doing about 30. I was just like, none of this is how I had it envisioned in my head. I was like, I thought maybe get some Chick-fil-A, go home, go to bed. But
how fast could you guys possibly go?
Like literally 30. She was just blowing it down.
30?
Look, man.
On a flat donut?
That thing was destroyed. She has no fear in her game. I was just like, wow, this is an incredible story.
Wow.
So what should have just been an easy afternoon afterwards was not so easy.
Wow. And so in the middle of all this, that's when I call you.
You called me right.
Where in this story am I calling you?
Right after the cop had fixed our tire.
Okay.
And so we were back on the road.
So little did I know, my God, you'd have another flat.
Little could I have known.
And just keep going.
Yeah. So we made it home. There was that moment. So guardian angel, thank you.
I mean, of all days to have 2 flats. I mean, one you shake your head at, like, really? We get a flat on this day where I got my knee, but then you get 2.
Yeah. Yeah. The PT people, they're asking me stuff about the surgery.
The PT
stuff.
people.
And I'm telling them, and then they're like, and then I tell them about the story on the way home. She's like, you should have just drove. Ha. I'm like, maybe I could. Possibly.
Yeah. Then you get a third flat.
Who knows? Who knows?
Just blow all the tires up.
Why
so, not?
Anyways, that's what happened with the surgery. Now everything else is going fine. I didn't miss my 2 months.
Your recovery is out of sight, man.
Well, the next day, I still got my 2 in.
That's crazy.
I had to do it in half-mile increments on the treadmill, holding on to the sides, just white-knuckling that thing, man, just holding on to the side, very slow, like at a 1.0, if you know what that speed looks like.
With a brace on, right?
Yeah. So, well, no, it's brace-free.
Oh, so I know you're brace-free today, but you've been brace-free.
Well, I had it wrapped, so it was wrapped for 3 days.
But yeah, the point of it is not to need a brace, right?
Yeah. So it was wrapped up. But I was like this real slow, and that did a half mile. Then sit down for a little while. Then go back and do another half mile. So I did that for several days. But like now I'm like 2 miles consecutive, like you saw me today. Yeah. So I never missed my days. I didn't miss.
Of course, that's how Coach Camp rolls.
The streak is intact.
That's how you roll. I'm not this way. Yeah. I gladly take the couch if told to.
There's a lot of people that would probably argue you're smarter than I am for that. So what I do is not always the right thing. It's just what I do. But
now I will say I went up and down stairs with my broken leg plenty of times where I shouldn't have.
Yeah,
I had no business going up. I started going back to the studio at Manny's school. Mm-hmm. And any right thinking therapist / orthopedic doctor would say, yeah, that's not what you're doing right here, going up and down these stairs the way you're doing it.
Should do it.
One tiny little slip up.
Oh, that's all it would take for me as well.
You're going to re-break it and probably break something else.
I could probably tweak something, but I'm trying to be careful. But yeah, I used your crutches for that night.
That one night
when I came home.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these things
sucked. Now,
they are horrible.
Now, pretend using that every day, all day for months and months and months.
I'd lose it.
Yeah,
I'd lose it. So, anyways, thanks for hanging in there with me. But I think everything looks good, and I think we're doing good.
I'm excited for you because I know how bad it was bothering you, and
the knee was really bothering me.
And then, as we all know, when it comes to medical, it's always a process. It's not like I'm in pain next day.
Yeah, no.
Check. Day after that, surgery.
No, it's months.
We would love, right. But no, it's like you got to wait for this appointment, and then you have to wait for results, and then you have to be your own advocate. Call, hey, you guys have any answers for me?
Right.
Those types of things. And it's infuriating, and it's frustrating. And then there's some stress involved, at least for me. Of course, I'm a little anxious before my surgery. There's 2 surgeries I had. Guess what? I'd never had a prostate removed before. And yeah, I was very fortunate to have never broken a bone up until last year. So, of course, you're nervous. You don't know what, so it's a lot involved. And I know it was bugging you.
It was bothering me. And
you're coming up here and crying.
Yeah.
Tears.
Snot was coming out.
Out of his eyeballs.
Just only on the right side.
And then now it's like you hadn't had surgery.
I know. It feels great.
It's like you never hurt your knees, what I meant.
Right. Yeah. Well, I do. There's no hair on my knee, so you can see it.
It's shaven.
Yeah, it's shaved. They shaved that. So, after the surgery, usually set you up with PT, by the way. I didn't tell you this part. So I had surgery on Thursday. Mm-hmm. They never told me anything. And then Friday comes, I hadn't heard anything. So I finally call the PT people. And I'm like, hey, have y'all gotten orders from me? Because I haven't heard from y'all. No, we didn't know anything about it. I was like, okay. So they're like, we got to contact the doctor then. And so then they call me Monday, and they're like, we're going to start on Tuesday. So that's when I started on Tuesday. So they totally.
You had to dig out
my results of the MRI,
the address
of
the facility.
Didn't know the time.
Didn't give you time or place. Mm-mm. Very critical. And then now they just leave you hanging with no. Where did you go for this surgery?
Campbell's Clinic.
Really?
Yes.
They were great for me,
dude. They have dropped the ball hard on all of this. And I'm not a basher. Now, the doctor was fine. The doctor was great. But doctors have anything to do with scheduling and stuff.
Was it Ryder?
I won't say his name. But he was good.
Okay.
It was
well, then there's nothing.
Masholi.
Okay, yeah.
He was good. He was fine.
Mine was Dr. Ryder.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Ryder.
No, Masholi was fine. It's just all the office connecting pieces. We're not calling each other and telling things.
Weird. My experience over there was great.
Well, they got the right knee. I was glad about that. So
yeah,
we'll look at some positives here. The knee, it feels better. And I think I got younger. Man. So there's that.
The big issue with my whole leg experience was my insurance. They were the butt heads.
Don't get me on insurance stuff. Right
but Camel Clinic was great for me. Well, I hate to hear that.
It's all right.
Now, while we're on the topic of self-advocating on a health, then let's talk about my
give it to me
advocation.
Yes.
So
how's the P?
This is when we talk. What'd you call the PP?
The PP, not the TP,
not the PPT,
not the PT,
the PP,
but just the PP.
The PPs,
the PPs. So how's that going?
Last time we had the show, we talked about clots and all that stuff, but really. Now, what it's really come down to, because of being more of an advocate and forcing my way into the urologist to finally just tell him what's going on, now we know more definitively that I have a UTI. Like there's an infection that won't go away. Very mild. It's that low level. When I got my urinalysis results back, it's a little high in blood, protein, and this other word, but it's like, does white T cells sound familiar?
Yeah, white T cells are in there.
Yeah.
Neutrophils.
But elevated.
Okay.
Abnormal amount. So then you Google, of course, what these things mean, and everything's pointing to a UTI, which, of course, Davis family has been talking about, even Dr. Rayford at the urology group, UTI, bladder infection, this is the term that's been spoken of, but now it's official in this new urinalysis. So it's like, okay, something's going on that's hindering me. And took another CAT scan this week. Going to meet next week. You see, again, it took a week to get the CAT scan. Now it's going to be almost 2 weeks before we meet and talk about it. Meanwhile, I'm on my third round of antibiotics, of different antibiotics for this bladder stuff. Pee-pee stuff. Nothing's working. Nothing's changing.
But you're not running fever.
No fever.
No,
no fever. Just incredible discomfort, soreness to urinate, and still once in a while a little itty bitty.
Can I make it weird?
Clot will come out.
I want to make it weird.
I feel like I'm already making it weird.
I'm going to make it weird.
Okay.
So from time to time, when I got a good stream going, I will think about you.
Thank you. That is weird, but very funny as well.
I'd be like, man, Derek, I wish you could experience this, man.
Now, when I go pee, I'll be thinking of this.
Oh boy, here we go.
So no, I don't want to do that. But so it is. That's where I'm at. So for weeks, when people have asked me, "How are you feeling?" the answer is always and still is 90% recovered. Man. Like it's that 10% of urinating freely. But here's the thing. It would be worse if the urine came back clean and I felt this way.
Oh, because then I wouldn't have anything to tackle.
What is it?
True, now it's a mystery.
So, and we talked about this on the Monday show when you interviewed me post-surgery. It's like, I don't want to diagnose. No one wants to be sick. No one wants a diagnosis.
No, but you want to know what to fight.
But if you feel a certain way, I kind of want a diagnosis now.
That makes sense.
So we know what to tackle. So the problem is, though, we're throwing all these different things at it and nothing's working. So, but I'm keeping the faith. I know LaShawn's watching. Baby, I'm keeping the faith. We talk about this every day.
So does it give you a little animosity towards people like R. Kelly that could just pee on people at their will? No, it's like, man, I really want to do that one
R.
day.
Kelly has never crossed my mind.
It never came across my mind. I was just thinking about that. I was like, man.
No, what I do think about is when, I don't know if you did this, but I know me and my cousin did this. 4 months apart, very, basically the same age.
Yeah.
Like brothers. And of course, you're out camping.
Don't cross
You're
streams.
out in the woods.
Don't do it.
We both got to pee.
You're going to kill somebody.
Who's got the who can reach the furthest? Who's got the biggest arc?
Yeah.
And you remember when you were 8 years old, 9 years old?
Yeah.
And you could pee across the street?
Yeah, it's just a lot of pressure.
Yeah. I mean, it was just like a hose.
Yep, a lot of pressure.
and then you get older and it's different. Well, now it's like
it's all stretched out.
But when you have a bad UTI, bro, oh
right
my
now,
God.
I'm forcing Alicia to listen to this as we're driving to Arkansas, as we're speaking, and she's cringing. That girl, yeah, I'm gonna swing that fly swatter on your tail this weekend. Well, I'm gonna do, girl. That's what I'm gonna do, girl. It's stretched out. All right, here we go. Hello. Anyways, she is not happy with that conversation.
So that's where I'm at.
Yeah,
but that goes to, if you don't feel right after a surgery, you have to raise your hand.
Yeah, you do.
You have to make calls.
They don't know how you feel.
And then again, so it goes to, okay, 2 weeks ago, I go to the emergency room because I feel like there's a blockage. I'm worried that there's a clot blockage that's causing all this. But they do a CAT scan, the urinalysis, and I would gather I probably showed a UTI then, but I they said a bunch of stuff.
If they didn't do blood work or check your urine.
They did blood work twice.
Oh, well, they should have called something.
You know what I'm saying? So
elevated white cell.
Anyways, and again, also, it was 8 hours being there. So I left there thinking I was relieved because they said everything's looking okay, but I left with no answers. But except for there is a pocket of fluid above my bladder. So that's why I had another CAT scan and the follow-up to the CAT scan next week. So all they said was like, contact your urologist, So then I have to go to my PCP to meet with them to then get a referral to my urologist, right? It's the whole thing. And then you end up talking to a nurse, and the nurse is like, you're already coming in October. Yeah. Because I do. I have my quarterly screening in October. I'm like, no, I need XYZ. Here's what's going on. She's like, oh, okay. Well, I'll make this urgent because we don't have any openings until October.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But to their credit, they're like, they put a different code on it. And literally the next day they called and then booked one for that next day. So they got me in a few days.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, that is good.
Yeah.
And I don't doubt that they're booked up. I don't have any doubt.
For sure. I get it too.
All these doctors.
But, as I've mentioned before, Dr. Rayford is more straight to the point, and you have some questions, you better spit them out and expect a short answer. Right? And but that's when he's like, okay, let's send off some urine again. Gave blood and booked a CAT scan. And again, to the point I'm trying to make here is, see here, that process, the steps you have to take.
Yeah.
Well, the longer you wait and drag your feet, the worse it gets. Mm-hmm. You have to act because then it's going to be several weeks before you hope to start getting some answers again. So just get on it. Stay on it.
I'm not even going to kid you. When it came to my knee, I debated just dealing with it because I didn't want to go through the long, drawn-out phase that it would take to get to this point, to this point, to this point. Because when I started mentioning this was months ago when I started going to the doctor for it. Yeah. And it finally led to this. So you're right. But it wasn't urgent. And that's the reason why I also was hesitant, because it wasn't like, if I don't get this done, I'm going to die. My heart's not working. So what are you going to do? I mean, you're going to be put in line. Yep. And yours is way more serious. And you're still put in a line.
Yeah. Now, with the Cannonball, I should have gone to the emergency room.
Yeah, it turns out if you'd have had a qualified practitioner on the scene, they would have told you to do that. I don't know who the person was.
I would have gone to the hospital and they would have said, you need surgery. And they probably would have done it.
Maybe the next day.
Okay, right. But instead, I eat a hot dog, French fries, go home, play mind tricks on myself saying, I don't want the hassle. So that's just a bad sprain. I'm telling myself, I'm diagnosing that's a sprain really because I don't feel like dealing with it. Right. Yeah. 48 hours later, let's go deal with this. Turns out, broken, shattered, spiral fracture.
I got to be honest with you break different. You do. Well, most people who were broken, they would have been like, that's probably broke. Your body just kind of absorbed it. It was just like, we're probably going to be good.
Well, so the point of that, though, is even then, when it's official, this boy needs surgery on this leg. It was 10 days before I had this surgery.
Somebody wants to deal with all the crap.
I had to, with crutches, just live with a broken leg for 10 days. So that even wasn't like, oh, we need to fix this right now. It was like, this is the this is what we're looking at. It's going to be about 10 days. I'm like,
they probably knew you were a performer. So then they were like, well, he's probably been told to break a leg a lot. So we got to let it rest. Let this thing sit in there for a minute.
While we're on this,
let's
talk about my insurance problems.
Oh.
Back then.
Oh, okay.
And why Camel Clinic was great for me. They were great.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
But listen to this.
Yeah.
This is marketplace insurance. Mm-hmm. This is how it is. Now, I'm not ungrateful because I can afford insurance. Being poor, it's good. Anyways,
being poor is good. seems opposite of what you said.
So when I get my first X-rays at like a clinic, the fast-paced place.
Yeah.
They check my insurance. They're like, yeah, we're sending you to Camel Clinic. Okay, now I'm living at Camel Clinic from that point forward. All the preliminary stuff, the X-rays, the CAT scan, all covered. We schedule our surgery at the Camel Clinic Surgery Center. Everything's locked in. And then the surgeon calls me one day, and he's like, we got a problem. He's like, your insurance won't cover the surgery.
Oh.
Well, that's kind of an important part.
Seems like that would be something.
Yeah, you would think, you know.
Y'all accept pennies? I can pay you in pennies.
So we had to do this whole workaround thing where, you know, all the surgeons from the Camel Clinics are the same surgeons at Regional 1, the Med, where that's the trauma center here in Memphis. So we just picked a day, a time, show up, go to the emergency room, go through admissions. You're going to be put to the side and in triage like everybody else, and we'll get to you in order for the insurance to cover that.
Yeah.
Because it's an emergency room.
Right.
It's an emergency. Campbell, then the insurance kicks back in for PT. Awesome. Thank you. Grateful. But like you're missing a very important part of this process, insurance company. What is it? What good is it if we can take the CAT scan and then the PT if we don't have the surgery in the middle?
Yeah, that's the meat. You just got the 2 pieces of bread. You got a bread sandwich, bro.
Come on, where's the peanut butter and jelly?
That's right.
So anyways, rant over. But that's how these things are. It's just weird.
Yep. And unfortunately, a lot of people have to jump through 15 hoops to get something done. But that's why what you said is so relevant. You got to be your own advocate. You got to be the squeaky wheel. Mm-hmm. If you sit back and chill, nobody's going to do anything for you. Yeah. So, I mean, if I hadn't said something, I'm just saying, I would have been doing my own PT. Now, I did tell the woman when I finally got a hold of the PT lady, I'm like, look, I'm about to go to the gym. I'm about to hammer it out. She's like, no, don't do that. I was like, I've got a marathon in 6 weeks.
I'm trying to squat 500 pounds. I'm working my way up.
I got to make this happen.
Can I do that? Am I allowed to squat 500 pounds?
Yeah, I don't know. I will tell you, though, I really am contemplating that marathon next month. I've already paid for the marathon and the hotel room.
Next month?
September 20th.
Man.
Yeah.
This is now documented.
Okay.
When's the marathon?
September 20th.
So if in October we don't have any shows because Coach's knee fell in half,
I'll just chop it off.
Now we know why, because he is being impatient.
Well, I've got 14 to go.
It's okay to be the animal that you are. The no one's going to tell me I can't do anything person. But you still got to be a little smart.
Isn't it kind of interesting?
You got to be smart about this,
Isn't
man.
It interesting
be careful.
How the balance of, I will push through that, but don't make me wait till 2 o'clock to eat.
Right.
I'm starving. Somebody's going to die.
Don't put this man in an airplane if it's not moving.
I was going to say, now it's only if it's still, because, if it's moving, we're chill. I really am chill. It's the weirdest thing. I wish, but maybe you do know this. You know how you start to turn up the heat on yourself with the anxiety and the heart goes faster and you get hot. But then when everything starts to chill, it comes back down. Mm-hmm. That's literally that gauge.
Yeah, you need a thermostat.
From moving to not moving happens. It's like, we're not moving. We're moving. Okay.
So you need a thermostat to help regulate, govern, so you don't go too high, too low.
That's what I need. I need a governor. So let's talk about this. All right?
Anyways, rant over. Yeah, there's all the health stuff.
We put some things in there, but you have something very big happening tomorrow.
Yes.
Massively big.
Tomorrow.
With a very important person in your life.
This is going to be great.
I want you to tell me about it.
Context, we're filming on the 13th. So tomorrow, August 14th, 2026, my wonderful, amazing daughter, Skylar Glenn Michaud, is becoming an adult and is turning 18 years old.
Happy birthday, Skylar.
What mind blown, coming in hot to life.
Wow. There you go.
And it is what it is.
What you gonna do?
Wild.
Y'all got plans?
Well, me and my side, my family, have her on the 15th. So she'll.
You said you have her on the 15th?
Yeah. So
this next day. Okay.
So the next day.
I got you.
You know how this.
Yeah. No, I got you now.
So we're going for hibachi.
Oh, nice.
At grill side hibachi type of deal.
Where's that at?
There's one in South Haven.
You got Finn's here in town.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what? The grill side?
Hernando hibachi.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
There's one in South Haven, yeah, and then grill side with her, a couple of her friends, my mom, LaShawn.
Good.
And she had a big pool party with all of her friends, and it worked out because some of her friends are going to college. Skylar is too, but some friends are going out of town, dorm, like they're going, bye-bye.
They're going off to college.
So that was last night. Today and tomorrow, she's doing things with her mom.
Cool.
And then, we get her on the 15th. And, I wish it's been a bummer because she wants to have a good 18th, but both her parents are so broke.
We don't need money. I'm writing my book right now. And I'm talking about the best memories came from no money.
I wish we were going to Disney World for a birthday.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
I do understand that.
I want her to have an awesome. And I keep telling her, I'm like, we're going to make up for this. There's going to be a day where I'm like, hey, you want to go see Billie Eilish at concert and
you may make
hotel rooms, and
I'll get Billy to come out here.
So, anyways, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
And then Monday she starts school. She's going to Northwest.
Oh, I don't guess we talked about that.
Oh, we haven't talked about that. Yeah. So she, all senior year, I don't know what to do, this, that, and the other, back and forth.
Yeah.
But we finally got to a place where she's interested in cosmetology.
Okay.
Northwest has a cosmetology program.
Okay. What
happened was, through her counselor at the high school, she got set up with and approved and accepted by Northwest.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't realize she had one more step to take in terms of then applying for that program. Oops. So too late on that. But it's working out because at least for the first semester, it's all
prereq stuff.
Business. Like it's like you can get like a couple semesters of business related stuff.
Yeah.
And then your trade. I consider cosmetology a trade. Sure. I look at it like a trade.
Well, yeah.
Which was why I love it.
Yeah.
You get a certification. In this case, she'd probably get an associate's degree.
Hey man, paramedic is a trade. Yeah.
But I love how they tie it in with business-esque stuff because it's like, okay, cosmetology, you're technically an entrepreneur. Like you're doing if you want to take it to that next step, right,
you could own your own place.
So, but you take the risk in, the child being just so bored and disinterested because she has to take Microsoft Word and a math class. And
bro, let me tell you, I don't think I found a single class I liked when I was going to Northwest until I got to paramedic.
So, and she's not doing the dorms, okay? But she got accepted, and because parents are poor, she did very well with financial aid. so I'm so happy and proud of her and for her, and this is how I've been approaching it with her. I'm like, look, all we're worrying about and focusing on is with this one semester.
That's right.
Experience it, make some friends, make as many friends with kids in choir and theater.
Yeah. Because
then you'll learn more that you might be able to take theater, or maybe there's a program that you would rather do instead of cosmetology, because I'd love to see her in the theater arts because that's really cool. Anyway, so that's where we're at. She starts Monday, and also it's been good because she's working like 20 to 30 hours a week at Dunkin' Donuts, but that still leaves a lot of time to just lay around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So now she's going to have school, Senatobia, commuting. She's probably going to hate it, but I'm going to keep pushing her and just say, let's get through the semester.
One semester at a time.
One semester at a time.
I'm sure she came out of there with dual credit stuff from high school.
She did do one dual credit class. That might have helped. I really don't know.
Okay.
I tasked all of it to her mom.
Yeah. Well, I'll be full, honestly. If Flosswater lady wasn't on it, I wouldn't.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I got Skylar through high school.
Yeah.
And then at this point, I was like, Skylar, I can't help anymore at all. Certainly for the longest time, couldn't help you with homework. now when it comes to paperwork and signing the right things and doing the right stuff and then financial aid and all the things.
They got counselors.
The counselors, but her mom has done it. It's like later in life, when she was working at Amazon, they had a program and they offered schooling to their employees, and Janet took advantage of that. Janet's Skylar's mother. So she knows how all that works. Yeah. So I very conveniently, without asking permission, was like, I'm out.
You know what?
Like if you go to college, you got to go to your mom. Deal with it.
I just had this idea. You should get yourself accredited as a college course.
Me?
Yeah. And then you could put on podcasts.
Right.
You could put on podcast class. Yeah. You work for Northwest.
I could be a professor.
I don't see why not.
I don't need to go get a
If they let this guy
degree.
right here be one.
I don't need a master's.
I really didn't need it either. I don't use any of that. Trust me.
So congratulations to my daughter,
good
Skylar.
Deal, man.
And it's just everything. You know, Facebook gets me. Facebook.
Throw them little memories up there.
Yes.
All of a sudden, 10 years ago, check it out.
And
this was you with hair, all that stuff.
A few days ago, or was it last week? It was pictures of her going to kindergarten, holding that little lunchbox. Of course, I'm, welt up.
Yeah.
Just like, man, but.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of those with Maddie's stuff coming up. Of course, she's a senior this year. But every once in a while, when it pops up and shows me in the picture, I'm just like, man, Alicia, you're so lucky. Look at that boy. I was beautiful. I was so pretty back then. I don't know what happened. Anyways, yeah, that's a good deal, man. 18 years old. Celebrate that. Have a good time. Make some memories. Make some memories. That's the thing. In my book, where I'm writing right now, literally the chapter 2, because that's where I'm at. Chapter 2.
You haven't given up on it.
No, I won't give up. You know better.
You said you wanted to quit, though.
I want to quit all the time on stuff. I just don't. There's a difference.
Same here.
I complain constantly. You got to understand. That's my venting. Some people are like, what's complaining going to do? Well, it makes me feel better. So there's that. So I complain. But
me feel better.
On chapter 2, I am actually diving into the foundation I had of recognizing that the friends I had who came from families with money often felt dissatisfied. They always had something that they weren't satisfied with or happy with. And we were content. Not so much content in the sense that we wouldn't have wanted to have more things, but we didn't feel like we were lacking because we didn't have them. Yeah. Like the adventure of life was kind of exciting because we would come up with our own ideas about what to do, and we would build a fort out of scrap wood that we would find laying around places and stuff.
The Gen Xers is the last generation of that.
I believe so.
I'm convinced.
Yeah.
Drinking water hose.
Creek water.
With
a dead animal upstream. Whatever, bro. Whatever. Dysentery. Let's go. I mean, if it's wet, lick it. That's what I used to say. I probably didn't say that, but it would have been funny if I did.
This is the Gen X saying, raised on hose water and neglect.
Yeah. I feel like I'm still neglected, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, it's all good, man. I tell you what, though, I am failing as a father. I am.
You're feeling as a father?
No, I'm failing. It was just country in my mouth. Failing.
So am I, man. I feel that.
Failing as a father. I have let my youngest down, the youngest being Maddie.
How'd you leave her?
I've let her down.
Oh.
Well, every once in a while, I don't know if you do this or not. Are you philosophical? Oh, did you just fell asleep? He just fell asleep. He just fell asleep when I said the word.
I like thinking outside the box. Philosophical. Right. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I try to do pearls of wisdom. I try to give like little life lessons.
Yeah, I enjoy that.
Attached to a story to try to make them think and work through it. Now, the other day, I thought to myself, I'm going to be dad. I'm going to give you some. We're watching TV and the news is on and they're talking about some person running for governor in, I think, Wisconsin, and she's a Democratic socialist. And so Maddie's in there, and in an inquisitive moment, she hardly ever asks any questions other than what's for dinner. That's about all we get from her. And
what are we eating?
Yeah, what are we eating? And then it's like, I gotta get Chick-fil-A.
I'm going to Sonic.
So she's like, well, what is that? So she's curious of what a Democratic socialist is. I said, well, all right. So let me give you an example. Instead of telling you what it is, let me give you an example of what their philosophies are, and then I'll let you decide from there. So I said, let's do a hypothetical. Now, Zach's in the room too. That's important.
Okay.
Because Zach likes to join in on these hypotheticals, and you never know what's going to come out of that boy's mouth. You never know. I mean, this is the same kid, Zach is, where one time his mom said something about, man, in these pictures here, so-and-so said that they don't even look like my son. And then Zach said, who is it? It's like, it's you, boy. You're the son. You're the only son I've got. Moments like that.
Are you sure?
Yes. It's like the rumble strip's coming up to a stop sign. He's like, is that for the blind drivers? Yeah, Zach. Blind drivers.
Blind drivers.
The blind drivers need to feel the braille on the road.
But hey, there's braille on ATM machines.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless he's, driving Miss Daisy in the back.
I don't know how you're going to know how much money you just got out.
They're in the back seat doing the ATM. But.
So I said, all right, here's the example. I said, now, Maddie, let's say you own a hot dog stand. I literally used hot dog, even though that's just because it's dear to our hearts. So I said, all right, say you own a hot dog stand. Now, it costs you $1 for materials to get the hot dog, the bun, the condiments. Every hot dog that comes out of your hot dog stand costs you $1 out of your pocket. This is your company. Now you sell the hot dogs at $2 a hot dog. How much money are you making? She said $1. I said, oh my God, we own to something. Zach's like $1. I'm like, yep, you're right too. Both of y'all are y'all are doing great.
Sort
Keep
of.
up.
Sort of, because it's not all their money quite yet.
Well, no, we're hypothetical. Right, so I'm trying to keep the math simple. So I said, all right, so you got $1 coming back to you. I said, now, you are not always going to be at this hot dog stand. So you need to hire somebody. Now, we're just going to say, for the sake of argument, that you're going to pay that person 20 cents an hour. She goes, I'm quitting. I said, girl, you own the hot dog stand.
20 cents an hour?
So, no, I said 20 cents a hot dog. That's what I said.
Makes sense.
Actually,
I see where you're going.
I said, you're going to pay 20 cents per hot dog, ultimately, to
all
this
broken
person.
down labor
when it's broke
per dog is 20 cents.
You're paying them 20 cents a dog.
Yeah.
Now, how much money are you bringing home off of hot dog? 80 cents. 80 cents. I said, all right, you're making 80 cents. Good. Now,
so far, she's
far
following along.
Where's
Zach at this point?
He said the same thing. He's on point. He agreed with the synapse of Maddie. I said, all right, good. We're on point. I said, now, the next part is this. For Democrat socialists, they think you, the owner, that have put this whole outfit together, you're making too much money.
Yeah.
You don't deserve all that money. So they want to cut into this to 80 cents per dog that you make, and you are going to be left with how much? And she said, 20 cents. I said, so from what they want to take, what you're going to pay, and how much materials are, you went from making 80 cents a dog to making 20 cents a dog. I said, now what you going to do about it? Because I'm thinking what I've led her to was I'm gonna close shop. It doesn't even make sense. Why would I want to work that hard for nothing? That's not what she said.
What'd she say?
Get on the counter and start twerking. What is going on, folks? I have failed you. I have failed you. I have failed you.
She said, get on the counter and
start twerking. She goes, I guess I need to get on the counter and twerk. No, that's the wrong answer. That is not the right answer. She's an entrepreneur in the wrong direction. You know what
you say that.
Yes.
But sex sells, man.
Look, here's the thing. Every dad that has a daughter.
I know, that's awful.
They have one goal. Keep their kid off the pole. Keep their daughter off the pole. Nobody said counter. We got to change it up. We got to change the verbiage.
It's like the place Coyote Ugly. You've never heard of that place?
Of course.
Yeah.
We got to keep them off the pole and off the counter, apparently. Maddie Camp, girl.
Yeah. Now, here's the sad reality. Whether it's Democratic, Socialist, Republican, Conservative,
yes,
the government's going to take a piece. So that's.
Oh, we didn't even get into
You
taxes.
have to pay your labor, you have to pay your cost, and then you have to pay the man.
Yeah.
It's just the amount that's taken that can kind of lean towards a side of the aisle.
The problem that
one side of the aisle wants to take more than the other side of the aisle.
Well, the problem that you see is whenever the ideology is that a person that becomes a capitalist and successful, that they owe more.
Yeah.
But the whole point of being a capitalist and being successful is that you've built more. Like all of a sudden, if you became a thriving podcast company and you were making $5 million a year, all of a sudden they want to take $4.5 million of your money. Oh, no.
You need that cash flow to grow.
You got to have cash flow.
You need cash flow to scale or be able to invest in yourself, have that cash to reinvest.
Well, the end of the day the goal I was shooting for was not to get on a thing and twerk. It was to recognize that it decentivizes people to strive to work hard to become successful. Because if the goal of success is only to give it all away, why would you work so hard to become successful? To me, I would just be like, screw it. I'll just take what I can get. Give me the breadcrumbs rather than bust tail. I made it and I've lost it. What?
Or you can be me.
Yeah, where you bust tail and you don't make it.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, don't make it.
You're making it.
They don't get nothing. They don't get a whole lot from me.
It's like, now what, boys? But I'm beating you.
But look where I am, though.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
But they don't get much from me.
SRP Studios is delicious. It is a delicious hot dog.
But no, I feel you. I like the break. I like those kinds of numbers.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to make it easy. She followed, and then she threw me a curveball.
Yeah, get on the counter and twerk. No, it's called profit margin.
So bad.
Oh no, yeah.
If that would have been videoed, I'm afraid that would have probably made on TV. Because my reaction was very, it was very authentic.
I failed her so badly.
She knows how to throw it at me. I was like, I wasn't expecting that one. You got me off guard. Full tilt. Anyways.
So yeah, we hit the Democratic Socialist on the list.
That was how that one worked. That's why that came up.
When you threw that, I just wrote it down like a bullet point, like usual, with no context. Didn't want the context.
Sure, because
we save it for the show.
It was the story.
But yeah, it's you never know.
Yeah,
the story behind the bullet point.
Right,
and never in a million years would I would have thought it turned into a story about
twerking.
Maddie saying in order for her to maintain and grow her business, it's going to take twerking on the counter
at her hot dog stand. So,
and you know what I call that? Cannonball!
Yes, it was.
That's Cannonball right there.
Yes, it was. Man, was that on time? Are we exactly at an hour?
We're pretty close.
How is that even possible?
I forgot to talk about Pulse and some other bands.
Oh, dang.
We'll talk about it next week because we still have some time. I got a show coming up on the 21st.
Oh, good.
At Neil's, Pulse, again, Memphis's premier Pink Floyd tribute.
I love it.
At Neil's Music Room on the 21st, 8 p.m. start.
What day of the week is that?
It's a Friday. Let me
look at this real quick. I just want to make sure I'm looking at the right thing.
We'll talk about it more next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully. It's been tougher and tougher for me to publish these episodes on Fridays.
Yeah.
Like this one right here that you're watching right now.
Is it going to come out on Friday?
Saturday.
Oh, it's going to be Saturday.
Maybe Sunday.
Gotcha.
So, if you made it this far in the show, this might be the only time that this makes sense timeline-wise. Friday the 21st, Pulse, Pink Floyd. We play the whole Dark Side of the Moon album.
Yes.
Special guest Josh Haynes, OG guitar player from the 20 years that this band was together. It's going to be a star-studded night.
Yeah.
Crushing the best music ever by Pink Floyd.
Sweet.
Come check us out.
I love it, dude.
Yeah.
I love it. And you know what? You told everybody about that from right here, where you sit. SRPstudiosLLC.com. That's what you told them. That's what you told them.
I almost started singing it.
So fantastic.
SRPstudiosLLC.com.
Yeah, boy. Man. All right. Well, I don't know. I think I felt motivated, but I don't know if I was motivated. But I am motivated with Coach Cannonball. You can do that stuff over there right there, boys. Oh.
We're going to sing it all.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and sing. Cannonballing life at gmail.com. Yes.
Go to Positive Voices.
Oh, you hit the high note and everything. Drop a couple dollars at Venmo. Motivate with Coach Camp. Look, we did all these things, man.
We did.
What a good day.
You'll have a great weekend.
Holla, holla.
Thank you.